Hello and welcome. My name is Lisa Duffy, and I am so happy that you are here to learn more about why we fail on our quest for wellness. I am looking forward to sharing some information with you over the next few minutes that could really help you change your current patterns, change the things that aren't going well for you, and really make a difference in your life. So I want to dive right into the information, into the presentation, because one of the things that so many people struggle with balance is time. So I don't want to take any more of your time than necessary. So I'm just going to get our presentation up here. So again, welcome. Here we go. So again, you are here to learn more about why we fail on our quest for wellness. I want to take a second and just share with you a little bit about who I am. First and foremost, I am a mother, a stepmother, and a wife. I have a 16, almost 17-year-old stepson. I've been married to my husband for almost 9 years, and then we have two little ones, 15 months apart, Thomas and Natalie. Before I was a mother to the two little ones, I was a school counselor. So I'm a New York State certified school counselor. I worked with kids ranging from kindergarten until seniors in high school. I also have a CIS in mental health counseling and have some experience in that area also. Once I decided to stay home with my kids, I knew that I needed something. I needed balance. And so that really brought me to my passion for fitness and for health. And I have a certificate in sports nutrition. I'm an ACE certified personal trainer. And most recently, I completed my certification as an integrative wellness and life coach. And that really is where I was able to tie everything together, tie my coaching, my fitness, my health, my nutrition, my balancing a busy schedule, as well as balancing emotions and mental health. So I'm going to dive right into what you're here for, why we fail on our quest for wellness. So typically we all have some goal in the back of our head, whether it's a New Year's resolution or we're turning a certain age, we're turning 20, we're turning 30, we're turning 40, and we have this goal regarding wellness. And some of our goals are amazing and they're great. And I love to hear goals from people. But what I like to remind you is that if your goal is not a SMART goal, then it probably won't be successful. And the other fact that I want to give you is you are 39% more likely to follow through and reach a goal if you write it down. So what I encourage you to do is take some brief notes here, but leave some space on the other side of your paper to go back later and write your SMART goal. So when I say SMART goals, I mean goals that are one specific. Now, your goal may be to find a life partner this year, or to make a better marriage, or to lose a certain amount of weight. Well, you need to be specific, and I'm going to couple right in that measurable with those goals. What does it look like to do that? What does it look like to have specific goals? Well, what that might mean is I want to lose X amount of pounds this year. I'm going to make my marriage better by taking time to go out to dinner with my spouse or partner 2 times per month. I'm going to put myself out there on a dating website, as well as join a gym to meet new people and join some type of community group. So very specific, measurable goals. The next part is the A, and that's attainable. So is your goal attainable? Is it realistic to you? Now, let's say you have a career goal or an income goal of increasing your income over the next year. You want to make sure that it is measurable, like I said, but attainable. So you may not be able to go from making $20,000 in your home-based business to making $2 million in 1 year. Maybe a 50% increase is a more attainable goal. The next part is the R, and that is relevant. Is that goal relevant for you, for what's going on in your current life? If you've made the decision to stay home, to be a stay-at-home parent for the next year, having a career goal may not be relevant. And the last one is timely. When are you going to complete this goal by? Now, many of us set our goals in a 12-month calendar. I'm going to complete this in 2017. I'm going to complete this in my 39th year. Well, I'm here to tell you that a year is a very long time to stick with it. So I encourage you to maybe set a year-long goal, but then break it down into 12-week or 6-month time periods and break the goal in half. What that also does is gives you an opportunity at that 12-week point or that 6-month point to look at, and are you halfway to that goal? If you're not, well, then maybe you want to look at your plan, look at your action plan again, look at the strategies that you are using to reach that goal and reset those things. The next thing we fail to do often is create an action plan. Now, what an action plan is, are steps that you are going to take to reach that goal. Specific daily actions or every other day or weekly actions that you are going to take to reach your goal. Now, a goal without a plan is just a dream, and I encourage you, dream big. But if it's a true goal, create an action plan and write the steps down. Create a to-do list. Create some place where you can check those things off when you do them. The next place that we fail is we are too quick to quit. How often do you work out for 3 days in a row and you have a smoothie for breakfast, a salad for lunch, and a chicken breast and steamed broccoli for dinner, and you want to get on the scale and you've lost 20 pounds? Well, nope, I've lost 2. Forget it. I'm done. And you back out of your goal. Or you go on that first date on that quest for a relationship and it's a flop. Forget this. There's nobody out there for me. We have grown up and become a society who is so quick to have instant gratification. Well, let me tell you something. If it's worth dreaming about, if it's worth setting a goal, if it's worth creating an action plan, it's worth sticking it out. Give yourself time to succeed. The fourth one is we are so quick to have that all or nothing mentality. So let's again go back to that healthy nutrition plan that goes along with weight loss and fitness. You go out to breakfast, family breakfast on Sunday morning after church, and you are starving. And you order chocolate chip pancakes, a side of bacon, a side of home fries. You eat your kids' leftover sausage and their scrambled eggs with cheese. And you walk out of there having to unbutton your pants and wishing that you had leggings on. Well, lunchtime comes around and you figure, today's already shot. Might as well have chicken wings and pizza for lunch. And let's have a huge plate of pasta and a half a loaf of garlic bread for dinner. No. If you make a mistake, when you hit that point, if you have a setback in any area of your life, fail forward. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Look at the mistake that you made, clear it from your brain, think of a way to prevent it from happening again, and move forward, taking the next step towards reaching your goal. The fifth thing that we do that can cause us to fail is we forget to reward ourselves, or we just don't do it right. How often do you see people celebrate a week of clean eating with an ice cream sundae or a pitcher of beer? I recommend rewarding yourselves often. Small, positive rewards, but rewards that align with your goal. Rewards that help with that balance overall. Maybe you reward yourself with a pedicure, or maybe you reward yourself with a new pair of sneakers. Or if you're doing really well, you and your spouse, maybe you set aside money and do an overnight date. But don't reward yourself with getting along really well with your spouse with the two of you going on separate vacations or going back to old habits that caused you to get in that bad place in the first place. So reward yourself often. Reward yourself for following your action plan for 5 days in a row or meeting that small goal at 12 weeks. And do it in a way that's not counterproductive to your goals. The next two are huge for me, number 6 and number 7. Number 6, we forget the importance of working towards strength and balance in all 4 areas of our body systems. You may set a goal that really is strongly focused on just one, But what you need to acknowledge is that they all work together and they can all set each other off balance. They can all hold each other back. And sometimes an issue in one is going to spill over into issues in the other without you even realizing it. Those 4 areas are your mental, your emotional, your physical, and your spiritual way of looking at things. And as a life coach, these are the 4 areas that I strive to help clients find balance and strength. Your mental are your thought patterns, negative or positive self-talk, the things that immediately pop into your brain and that can sometimes set you up for failure or be your biggest cheerleader. Your emotions are just that, those emotional gut responses and gut reactions, whether you emotionally eat, whatever your emotional response to feelings is, those are something that we need to take into consideration. If you're somebody who has the best intentions of emotional eating, but every time you have an argument with your spouse or every time your 3-year-old throws a temper tantrum, you head right for the cookies, well, we need to figure that out. Your physical is 2 parts of your life. Your physical being, your body, so that fitness piece, but also your physical area around you, your home, your finances, your career, the things you want for it, your bank account, your bills, your budget. And then your spiritual is just that again, your spiritual connection, whether that is with other people or with a being bigger than you, having some connection to what you are and what you are doing with life, having a bigger power. And that connection can really help with anxiety as well as just letting go of control and really feeling as though you've got support out there all the time. And number 7 is not getting enough support. So your physical world can be those relationships. And so it's really important for you to take time to get support and to balance all of those things. Now, you set an amazing goal, and for some reason, a lot of times we are so quick to not want to share our goals. And I don't know what it is with our society. Is it that you're embarrassed to share your goal, or you don't want to share your career goal in case you fail, or you don't want to share your great idea because you're afraid someone else is going to steal it? Well, I am the first to tell you that without support on those dark days, it's so hard to stick to your action plan. It is so hard to stick to your goals and your dreams. There is abundance of positiveness out there that there is enough for everyone to go around. So I can't encourage you more to share your goals with your family, or enlist an accountability partner to help you in your business goals, or your friends to help set you up with people that they know that are great people if you're looking for that right relationship, or a small group to work out with or walk with, or if your goal is to keep your temper more with your kids this year, a small group of moms just to give you a support network. And the last option is to get a coach. And whether that's a fitness coach or a life coach, I'm here to tell you that that is one of the things that can make or break that support on your quest for wellness. So what's next for you? I encourage you to take time to get out a piece of paper and create SMART goals. I encourage you to break those SMART goals down into smaller chunks, and I encourage you to create an action plan. As you're doing that action plan and working through it over the next 12 weeks, 6 months, a year, remind yourself not to give up too quickly. Remind yourself to let go of that all or nothing mentality. Remind yourself that you need rewards along the way, and that they need to not be counterproductive rewards, but rewards that are going to encourage you and excite you to move forward. I encourage you to not forget the importance when you're setting your goals of those 4 areas, that mental, emotional, that physical, and that spiritual, and how so quickly you can find balance in one of them, but in doing that, you've completely offset balance in another one. And so I encourage you to set your goals and to create your plans that not only create balance for each one of them, but balance with all of them. And then I encourage you to get support. And if you think for even a second that your support might look like getting a coach, I encourage you to reach out to me. I am here to support you in any way that I can. Let me get back here if I can. So what I would like to offer you is the opportunity to work with me as your life coach, to work with me individually, virtually. We would do it on Zoom or Skype call. We can do it over the phone. We can do it through a 12-week small group process. There are so many ways for us to do that. So let me know. Reach out to me, and I can help you create those plans and just start working forward. Now, what I'd like to do is offer all of you who stayed on for this entire meeting 2 incredible offers. The first one is half off your intake session. So an intake session with me is a series of questions where we really get to the root of why your goals are what they are and how to set them and succeed and really dig at the roots of things and what has caused issues in the past for you. It's a 3-hour session, usually done over 2 times together, so an hour and a half and an hour and a half. And I would like to offer you 50% off of that. Okay, so that's one. The second opportunity is to become a member of a total transformation group. What that is a 12-week group where we meet for 1 hour a week and we work through that incredible workbook. We work through it. We get to the root of problems. We set goals. We try different strategies to reaching those goals, and we do it with the support of other people. So what I'd like to do is offer you also 50% off of that. So those are 2 incredible offers, either 50% off your intake or 50% off your 12-week total transformation group. If you'd like more information on pricing or on what life coaching is a little bit more about me, or if we would be a good fit, please feel free to reach out. You can email me at Coach Lisa Duffy, and it's LISADUFFY @gmail.com, or you can find me on Facebook, Coach Lisa Duffy. I would love to hear from you. Until I see you again, I wish you strength and balance on the inside and out. And I hope that this information will help you on your quest for wellness. Take care.